To say I'm nervous right now would be the understatement of the century, but hello, Baby Gang says this is Calvin, also known as Romer, and this is my first ever playthrough of Stars in Time. They're not in the mood for talking, possibly, at least Odil's not. Are you okay, Freen? Again, the very childlike wonder and you know, innocence of Bonnie. Can you walk, Steve? We're walking very slowly. I have the king here as well. I'm so nervous about this. I really am. Everyone, that housemate is just ahead. I'm sure I'll be able to heal you, Siffreen. So just come. Ready? You take a step forward. I mean... Oh, Sif, did we fall? Oh my god, Siffreen fell. Oh, they're helping us walk. Wait, look at this world here. It's like there's like static there as well on the side. Of course, even after everything, this is something Siffreen I'm glad they're seeing is that Isabeau will help them walk. They're not going to be abandoned here, you know what I mean? Even though it feels that way sometimes, as we said, it feels that way. That's how Siffreen felt. But we know the truth, right? We know the truth. I got you, Sif. Always at your side. Yeah. And before that was like, yeah, I think that's one of the ways that like Siffreen like insulted him, right? Like you're always around, you're always like making jokes and stuff like this as well. It's like something that is like needed almost like is to be at your side, you know? It's a lovely thing. It's an amazingly beautiful thing. Honestly. The house feels off here too. I thought it would be gone back to normal after we beat the king. And there's this feeling of pressure now too. And it smells weird now still. Like sugar. It all feels, oh, they smell the sugar too? A little worrying, doesn't it? Like the brown sugar? Or the burnt sugar, I should say. I had brown sugar in my tea earlier, so I'm worried. I hope everyone is okay. This is a bit worrying that they can honestly, like, smell that too now. Wait, look here. Look here. Whoa, look at this flash of red. The flash of red color, they can see it now? That's different, right? That's for sure different that they can see this now. Well, that's not good. What's that shade? It's not dark or light or anything. It's just... We need to get to that housemate as fast as possible. Yeah. The fact that they're smelling the burnt sugar as well is very, very strange. You know what I mean? It is very strange. Because it's something that was like almost exclusive to how we were feeling at the time. You know what I mean? For sure. How different this is now as well. I know, oh my god, like, yeah, they're just helping Siffreen as well. It's a big moment as well for understanding for Siffreen, hopefully, as well. Can they see that? Well, they stopped. Siffreen? What's wrong? Wait, maybe they stopped because we had a reaction? Are you running a fever? He still feels super warm, Odile. Her hand on your brow feels cold, feels nice. Madame, let's just get going. And it's interesting as well because we were begging for someone to touch us, right? Begging. But we didn't know how to say it, but like even like the touch of Odile there probably felt very nice, you know what I mean? It is still human connection. Oh, the shade is following us behind, look at this! Oh my god. And when I say even the touch of Odile, by the way, I'll make it clear that it's like even someone touching your brow when you're sweating is connection. Everyone? Oh no. Siffreen? Wait. Siffreen, is everything okay? You're shaking. Are they playing with our emotions here? That we know there's going to be maybe some, like we were expecting a twist of some kind as they usually do. And twice now they've done something that made it feel like something was going to change. Do you get vertigo like Freen? You look exhausted, I'm sorry. Just a bit to go. If Freen's afraid of heights too, do you want to hold hands? Freen, oh my god. Yes. Bonnie takes your hand. Sticky. That's a kid. Don't look down. Look at me. Oh, very sweet Bonnie. Don't look down at Bonnie. That's very sweet. And we know how much this means to Sifrine, the touching of the brow, the arm around the shoulder, the holding of the hand from Bonnie. They were begging for someone to touch them. You know what I mean? This is definitely like something that they wanted. For sure. It's only a bit longer, Sifrine. The housemaiden is right ahead. Mira. Yes? I'm sorry for what I did. Oh, Sifrine. And for not talking to anyone. Everyone's very quiet in this moment as well. There'll be time for that later, Sifrine. Let's just go. You gotta go? Oh, wow. Look at this as well. The red shade as well. Head housemaiden. Mirabelle. Oh, dear one. I'm so proud of you. Look at you. The savior of... No time for that. You're Frazee. Our friend, Sifrine. That's a big deal, by the way, for Mirabelle to basically shush the housemaiden. You know what I mean? Her idol. For help for us. We had someone who needs you to take a look at it. Also, the world outside looks like it's ending, so if you could help with that too, that'd be great, honestly. Help us! Oh, all right. Well, he sure is running a fever. Those symptoms, I would say they've been using crafts too much. Oh, wait a second. Has the time craft like caught up on us or something? Possibly? Using crafts too much? I think so. Maybe they use too many crafts at a time without taking time to rest. Without cooling down for as long as they needed. No time to cool down, had to go. Wait, we haven't technically gone to bed in 101 loops, right? Does that sort of thing usually give you someone a fever, though? I never heard that before. I've heard about it before. It doesn't happen often. That's for sure. You need to craft like an immense amount for long periods of time. We were doing that all the time, right? We were doing that constantly. Like crafting a painting for weeks at a time? Or going to an entire house fighting against Sadness and King for hours? So it was just that we fought. Oh, it's just that we were solo crafting everything. Yep, there it is. That's the true answer, yeah. But it'll be fine now the battle is over. I promise. Okay, but do you super promise? Yes, I super promise. And do you super duper promise? Oh my. Yes, I super duper promise. They just need to get some rest. Head hurts. So hungry. Okay. That's something at least. And what about the world outside? Oh, well, I don't know, but I can feel everything around us so strongly and it feels wrong. Every time I try to reach out and feel what's happening, I sense chaos. It feels like something is rotting, like they said to us earlier. Rotting? I know you thought your quest is over, but it can't be. Oh, no. Something's broken, something's failing, something. No, please. But I'm glad to see you all safe. Did you see there was like a static change there? Traveling one. Are you done talking with your Is this back to the script? I think this is back to the script, right? Yes, wonderful. Oh my god, it's like they're not even real. You're Frazee, are you okay? Mirabelle, step back. She's repeating just like some of the runes we went through. Interesting. What's happening to the world? It's happening to her too? Why? You didn't beat the king on your own. You didn't fix anything and they hate you and you're still stuck here. This is so horrible, stuck here. But isn't it fine? Eternity is within your grasp. Isn't that kind of like the way the king was talking? And you Mirabelle companions, thank you for helping get this far. You have my gratitude, an entire country of a guard. Hey, Madame Housemaiden, can you hear us? She's scary. Yeah, she's very scary right now. Soon you'll be able to go back to your normal lives, away from the battle and strife. Finally be able to go home and like the switch between the tears and no tears. Yeah, sure. Home. We can't go home, right? We can't go home. They'll 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 go home. Oh my god. No. Freen? See, Freen, what's... They cannot go home? Whoa, what is happening? Seif. Are we floating? What the hell's happening? What's happening? Everyone be careful. What have we done? Look at this visual. What the hell? And that's us? Is that just a giant version of us? I won't let you go home? What is that? What are you talking about, game? No. No. This visual is insane, though. It's so pretty, but like so like, you know, scary at the same time. Like all the stars in the background. What's happening? Siffreen. What? This music as well? Whoa. No. No, 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 no. Something went wrong. Why? You, Siffreen. Please, Siffreen, listen to me. We can... This... So now you... This moment... This music is insane. This moment came from... Clearly from my frustration of Siffreen seeing that this might start again. At least that's what I saw it as. That this might start again. And that's the last thing that they wanted. Now you'll speak when you couldn't say anything before. That, again, like, you could... I hope it makes sense. I'll look at Bonnie's face. I don't want to do anything to these characters, right? This seems like it's a battle sequence. I don't want a battle here, right? But Siffreen's... This music is beautiful. Siffreen's frustration. Right? You can totally understand how someone would be frustrated in these moments. Once again, I'm back to this point once again. It's too late, it's too late. It's always too late. Please wait. You pushed the head housemating away? You're a Frazee. She's okay, but we need to fight. Oh, no! I do not want to fight them. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. This music is incredible. Odile? Why are you attacking them? He's threatening us. I'm defending myself. Oh my god. This is so rough. No, 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 stop. No. No attacking Fate. He's our friend. We don't attack friends. But hurts, hurts, hurts. We don't attack friends, so if Odile is attacking you, stop. No, that's not what it means. You know Odile's personality. They're the type to defend the crew. You know, they will do that. It means you're hated. Hey, no. It means you're hated. End it. Don't attack. We were attacking ourselves? Oh, that's so dark. Why are you doing this? What's happening, Seif? Talk to us. Siffreen. Just don't listen to her? I won't let you go home. I can't. I won't. Siffreen, what do you mean? Isn't that what we all wanted? That's what we should do next, right? We beat the king. We save the guard. We all go home. Yeah. Now the king is gone, everything will go back to how it was before, right? Belle stays here. Odile goes back to Kaboo. Zah to Jivanti, and... They don't understand. You cannot allow them to go home because... If they do, then... Bonnie yells at you to stop. They're like telling us to stop. This is dark, but we can't attack our friends. We cannot. This is such a dark way of doing this, in my opinion. This music is gorgeous, by the way. It's so gorgeous. But it's heartbreaking. And Mirabelle healed us as well. I can't believe Mirabelle healing us as well. Like, even in this moment as well. And of course she would. It's Mirabelle. Siffrine, I don't understand. Don't you want to go back? Back to where you're from? Why else come with Mirabelle if you didn't want to beat the king just so you could go back home? We don't know where our home is. I can't go back and I don't want to. Can't go back? This music is so stunning. I have nowhere to go back to and you all do. I won't let you. Jesus Christ. I won't let you go. This has to be a combination of knowing that once they decide to go, everything loops back, but also at the same time, the feeling of like loneliness, of not knowing who you are, not feeling like you're a part of this world, right? We can stay here, can we? We can be happy. And there is like talking like the king, right? It's like if we stay here, we have eternity, we can be happy. The king is being, that's what everyone wished for. And in the end, the king is gone and you're with me. He was right along, I should have lit. Oh no. After all this time, I have it, a perfect ending because we've won and you're here. I won't let you go home. Not now. I've gone through it all too many times. I won't go back and I won't let you go. Now that you're here, now that we can be happy. And Siffrine is like, I'm just going to keep this in the small moment. So again, kind of like the mentality of the king, I want to keep this the same forever. I want to be here forever. Because I know that looping again is too painful. Everyone's going their separate ways. Everyone going home. This is not what I wished for. What? Perfect ending? Not what I wished for. Gone. Through it all. Too many yeah, oh my god, the loop. Tell them about the loop, please. Loop was correct then. Wait, Loop said something? Bonnie yelling us to stop is so heartbreaking to me. And it stops our action, by the way, for a second as well. That's so heartbreaking. Siffrine. And Mirabelle heals us again. Your friends don't know what to do, and how would you? What would you know what to do with this sequence? I'm not going to be attacking them. By the way, is this like multiple different like if this is like near the end, which again it does feel like we're closing in on the end. I wonder if there's multiple different endings for this, right? Like, would you think of it that way, where it's like a possibility that there's multiple like if you attack them now, would that be an ending? If we don't attack them, is that an ending? Siffrine. The way you acted yesterday. The things you said. Maybe you did mean them. Maybe you didn't. Maybe it's a little bit of both. I think it's partly a thing in their head. You know what I mean? Party thing in their head where it's like they believe them, right? But at the same time, it's like that's because they have a different view of reality from their mental health being so in a bad place. But beyond that, some of the things you knew. How you knew Mira's papers are out? Yes. How you knew about Isabella's dream to design clothes? Yes. How you fell in battle like you knew it would push Bonnie to defeat the sadness? Yes. All this stuff. How you knew I was looking for a family tale? It's so funny, us trying to rush through this and not actually spend time with our friends as much to get this done ended up actually like having them realize what was happening so quickly. Something I hadn't told anyone, and immediately knew where to find it all as well. How you managed to go through the entire house on your own, even the way you were acting when we fought the king, and just now. You said you've gone through it all too many times. Exactly, yeah, they're realizing. So Loop said something. You too. You don't mean... Looks like the star was right, huh? I thought they were exaggerating, but Siffrine, you... No way. They told him that much? You've been... Holy F... The music stopping at this moment, my world became silent for a moment. It felt like a door like swung open and exploded open. After all this time, our friends frickin' know that we're in a time loop. Oh my god. If they find out, they'll hate... No, that's not the way you look at this. If they find out you wish for this, they'll hate you. You have to loop back. You have to. You feel it. No, Siffrine. Siffrine. Wait. Oh my god, Odile. No, you don't. Odile, stop this from looping. What? You won't be going any further. You're going, oh my god, Odile. Oh my god. You're staying here right until we're done talking. Odile's like, no, this isn't happening. And of course Odile's the one that's like forcefully stop us from looping. No, she can't. You can't let her do this. Oh, that felt weird. That feeling. That was Timecraft, wasn't it? So they felt it too for that moment, and Odile was like, no. And because Odile was prepared, they were able to be like, no, you're not doing this. So even tried to rewind time just now, didn't they? Felt bad. It made the whole air smell like caramel. Someone left it burn for hours. There it is. Yeah, that smell. Yuck. Yuck indeed. I'm getting a headache just standing here. Siffrine, I don't know how or why those loops are happening to you, but I won't let you escape. You are staying with us until we're done talking. Yeah. Deal's gonna make you stay right here, stupid. Oh my god, Bonnie. Such a huge moment. Go on, Madame Odile. Go, Madame Odile, go! It is a huge moment. And here's the thing, right? Why, like, as the player character, we see it as a big moment of, like, it felt like the door was opening where, like, now we can add another a situation is where, like, they can, like, how do I say, like enter into, like, there's a new way we can talk about this. To Siffrine, it's oh, they're gonna hate me. You know, I can't let this happen. It's so dark when you think about it. I'm gonna have to continue doing this as well. Look at Siffrine's face in the menu too. But looping in time using Timecraft. Luke mentioned before and how you need a lot of power for that, right? Oh, that was wishcrafting, yeah. Wishcraft is stuff like going to the favorite tree and asking for stuff to come true. Luke said you were both looking into what everyone wished. And you taught us because everyone wished to save the guard. They know... Luke just let it all out. I'm sorry, this is a lot. Sorry, guys. I was just thinking there just for a second. Luke revealed everything. But you thought everyone's wish was to blame. Why would the wish's power be centered on you? And just now, Siffrine mentioned something about a wish they made, so... Siffrine, you must know this already. The reason you're the only one who got those powers when we were all along a journey to fight the king isn't it because you somehow got involved? Isn't it because you somehow got involved? Isn't it because of something you wished for? No. Siffrine, I think you need to tell us your wish. Tell us your wish. It might be the key to freeing you. The key to making you sure you won't loop anymore. No. Tell us so we can help you. No. Tell us so you can be saved. No! Tell us already, you stupid crab! No, you don't want to. You don't want to think about it. You don't want to say you don't want to. Siffrine, this is what I wish for. I wish for Vaugarde to be saved. I wish my sister to be okay. I wish to win a stupid coin flip. I wish to be able to find you and help you and save you, Sif. Oh my god. And what about you, Sif? What did you wish for? What did you wish for? What did you wish for, Siffrine? Stop. It doesn't matter. It won't come true. You know this now. You've accepted it. You did. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They can't make you tell them, please. It will never come true anyway. This talking in circles in her mind is so devastating. Tell us. Just tell us, Siffrine. Oh my god, they're like pushing through. Just tell us what you wished for. Look at all. That's our family. Oh my god. They pushed right through to us. Holy F. Wait, we're getting like a... Seafreen's hat was in the sky. We're getting like a... Wait, what? Oh, we're like free falling. Why is like seeing Seafreen without the hat like making me so freaking emotional? It's like they're so open now. They're not letting anything be hidden anymore. Holy hell. Tell us what you wish for, come on. Tell us. Tell us. Tell us. Tell us, tell us, tell us. Just say it already. This is such a beautiful artwork as well. Holy hell. But they want to know, look at the smiles on her face, but I don't want to say it. Oh man, I'm scared to say it. Scared? What are you scared of? I'm scared that if I tell you something terrible will happen. Okay, but we really want to know, Freen. Maybe we can kick your butt again to make you say it, honestly. Yeah, if we do, you'll say it eventually, right? We should try it out. Everyone, violence is not the answer, but I understand what they were saying. It was a very beautiful sentiment in their own way, you know? But I am in the mood for more butt kicking if you don't spit it out right now, yes. Against your will, a nervous laugh escapes you. Everyone grins your way. If you say it's something terrible will happen, you think. But what a beautiful, like, image. Such beautiful artwork. You breathe in and out and in and out and I wished. Yeah. To visit more places with Mirabelle. Oh? Oh. Seafreen. That's really lovely. Look. I keep like looking at the text and looking back to the image and just seeing Seafreen without their hat, and it just makes me so like instantly emotional. It hits me so hard. Thank you. I think it's just like the fact that like they're free falling but there's smiles on their faces, you know what I mean? For Seafreen. You know? It's very, very hard. But it's beautiful, but it's very difficult as well, you know? That's really lovely, thank you. That's a very cute wish, Seafreen. I love that it plays into the fact that it's a wish that you made so long ago, you know? Oh. Your heart feels tight. You want to cry. Please let it out, but that wasn't it, was it? If that was all your wish was, then you wouldn't be here. You wished for that from the bottom of your heart, but was there something else to it? Mirabelle has changed much since you met her. Deep down I wished. She doesn't realize it, but now she's able to talk to people while looking at them in the eyes. Sometimes she even snarks back when you tease her, which you didn't think was even possible. You'd like to continue traveling with her and see her get even more comfortable expressing herself. I wished you want to stay with them. I wished I could stay with everyone. Is it because that's impossible that everyone has to go back to their own towns? Everyone has to go back to their own life. It's impossible. It happens in real life with friends. You know, you're all going to college and you wish that everything could stay the same, but it never works out like that. Whew. It never works out like that. What? Sif. When we win against the king, then our journey ends, doesn't it? And so when we say goodbye to the housemaiden, that's it. That's the last time we're talking to our friends. Mirabelle will go back to the house, Isabeau to Javant, Odile to Kaboo, and Bonnie to their sister. You'll all go back home. Freen, if we win, then you'll all leave. I don't want that at all. Oh my god. I just want to stay with all of you. Siffreen, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know it's not fair. I know you have homes to go back to. And I know I should be fine with leaving because you're fine with it too. It's fine that this journey meant more to me than... This isn't true. I do not believe this is true. And as soon as this journey is over, you'll forget. No. This isn't true. This isn't true. Dear Christ. But I didn't want to be alone. Siffreen. And I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to trap everyone here, but Siffreen. I think I'm dying. Siffreen, is that really what you thought? That we didn't care for you? That we forgot all about you as soon as this journey was over? I don't want to forget all the times we had together. And I wouldn't want to never talk to any of you again either. Nothing is keeping me in Dormont. I would love to leave, to keep traveling. I would love to leave and keep traveling. Oh, I've been thinking that for a while. But it's just wishful thinking, isn't it? I don't know if everyone. Jesus Christ, man. I'd love to travel with this group again. I want to see Neil again soon, but I want to keep traveling too. I don't want to leave everyone behind. I want to make Malaga prayers with Jufreen. And Dilce needs to teach me how more Kaboon recipes. Belle needs to finish reading me this story. Mirabelle's reading them a story. So sorry. And I still have pranks I want to pull on Sa. No, not the pranks. But yeah, it's the same for me. I have connections with all of you that I've never had with anyone else. Even if it's just for a bit, I want to keep traveling with everyone. This is going to break the loop. I think it was, my assumption now is that it was all in Siffreen's mindset, where because Siffreen saw this as the end of the journey with all the characters, that's why they kept looping, because they thought it was the end. It's not the end. And after that, I want to keep in contact with everyone. Siffreen's own mental health and self-hatred was what was looping Siffreen. I want to know what body grows up to be. Me too. I want to hear more about Odile thinks of a guardian culture. I want to see Mira open up and change even more. I want to get to know you more, Sif. Talk to you more, be with you more. I want to be out with everyone for a long time. Oh, Odile, what's Odile gonna say? I never knew we all agreed on it. I thought I eventually managed to ask if some of you wanted to keep traveling for a bit. Oh, Odile wanted this. Oh my god. It would be nice to finally travel without worrying about the king after all. Yes, that's such a good idea. It becomes a nice journey then. But never found it. Odile's been wanting to ask this whole time. And I'm having fun traveling with you all, talking with you all. I don't want to stop traveling with everyone just yet. Look at Siegfried's face. Siegfried, we want to stay with you too. It's not just you. This journey won't be over yet. Not if you have anything to say about it. And even when it ends, it won't be the end. We'll all stay in each other's lives for a long time. Yeah. So stop being stupid and think we'll forget about you forever because we won't. It's stupid, Fried. I love that still, even in this moment, they're calling us stupid and I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way. Sif. Siffrin. Siffrin. The like really guarded smile, but like it's like more open than ever before. It's like smiling. This game needs to fuck off. Honestly. Holy shit. What a freaking scene. The sun is out. What the hell? The world around you went back to normal. You're exhausted. Your entire body hurts. After all those battles, after everything, walking around is all you manage to do right now. But you feel refreshed too. Wait, our hat's just gone now? So at the end, you love us so much you wish to stay in a world with a sword you almost broke through it. Honestly, like if you look at it that way, Siegfried loves these characters so much that Siegfried was willing to break the world to stay with them. That's not great, Frieden. Oh, look at them. I love the hair. Yeah, Siegfried. I had stalkers with less. Oh, I think it's nice. I agree. Ending the world for the love of what's good. Yeah, that's literally what it was. Siegfried was willing to continue breaking this world because they wanted to stay with these characters forever. The mumbling. I'm sorry for everything, which is for saying all those things yesterday. Okay, good start. I think I speak of everyone when I say we forgive you, but we reserve the right to be mad about this. Honestly, fair. Yeah, I won't be mad, but sure. I might be mad later once someone explains to me what happened easy. Oh, Bonnie. I mean, we forget sometimes Bonnie's a kid. Bonnie is a kid. You nod. It'd be fine if they don't forgive you for a bit. And for unknowingly trapping everyone in time. Oh, that one's fine, isn't it? Yeah, we won't remember that part, so don't worry. Yeah, true, actually, yeah. I also don't understand that part. We'll explain everything later, Boniface. Thank you very much. And one more. What else? I'm sorry. Yes, this is a big deal too. Apologize for, and again, here's the thing. It's not shaming Siegfried for not having the courage to say anything, but it's to let Siegfried know in future, you could have told us this whole time. And that's, by the way, this game is a perfect analogy for mental health. It's perfect. All this time, 110%, this game probably could have gone smoother. We know this. If Siegfried at the start told each character about this, because Loop said you're allowed. Loop never went against it, right? But in their head, they said horrible things will happen if I tell them. And by the way, people can like. I don't think anyone would, but if anyone looked down in the game, being like, "Oh my god," if Sifu just said, because like kind of like a nitpick, kind of like if Sifu just said it, then that's what makes to me it's what makes the game amazing. If Sifu said something at the start, this would have been way easier for Seyfried and all these characters. But just like in real life, a friendship broken through a mental health deteriorating. Yes. I said it in previous episodes. Communication can fix so many things. But in your mind, if you think that communication will make things worse and that people hate you and that you don't deserve happiness, it can get to a point where it's near a breaking point. And you saw that here. It gets to that point. Seyfried, on the other hand, had a bunch of very supportive friends. And a lot of people do kind of have supportive friends, but in real life, generally what kind of, not just in real life, but like this can happen where your friends will support you no matter what, but sometimes you end up pushing everyone away and then it's too late. You know what I mean? And it's not the person's fault. Yes, this game would have been easier if everyone knew we were in a time loop. But then the message of the game would be not there. This perfect analogy on mental health, this thing that anyone who is going through something like this could relate to. Yeah, dummy. We could have helped, dummy. 110% you could have. Even if I seriously don't get it. The adults could have helped. Yeah, true. Odile could have helped. We could have. If you talked to us about it. About the loops. About how you felt. About how you wanted to keep traveling together. That's the thing. Not even able to tell you how you feel during those moments. Well, none of you said you wanted to keep traveling together either. Oh, well, that's true. But this is your apology tour. We can have this one later. I think that's true as well. Like one of the things that's really difficult with a lot of people, especially when they have like, a lot of self-hatred and those mental health issues, is that a lot of times if it's not said in plain, black and white text, if it's not written there and it's not said plainly to the person, they will not believe it. So whilst they could get the energy, which I did get, as players, we got the energy that these characters all love each other and would want to travel with each other again, want to see each other again. From Seyfried's perspective, because it wasn't said directly, I want to travel with you again after this, right? All that was said is that we're going to have to turn home because that's what everyone thought was going to happen. Because of that, Seyfried now, in their head, saw everyone not just tried to go home. And to them leaving and going home and saying goodbye to the housemaid, that was like the ending to the traveling together. You surprise everyone by laughing? Oh my god. Everyone laughs with you. Lovely. That smile as well as Seyfried was falling. Well, that was cute, but we need to decide what we'll do next, so we'll go and escort our dear little preteen back to their sister, duh. Yeah! We should go see Neil. And send her a message so she knows I'm okay. And I can hug her. Is the loop just broken, by the way? And then we'll see, I guess. We can go to travel more after she knows I'm okay. I think the loop is just broken. Yeah? Sounds good to me. We're traveling to see Bonnie's sister. Before that, though, I have to talk to her beforehand to make sure she's fine with you traveling with us, Boniface. Otherwise, going on a journey together with you becomes a little... True. Very true, but I think once they hear the full story, they'll be like, "Oh my god," they'd be grateful. It's like when you hear stories of like families being reunited after like a big horrible situation, and they're just glad that someone was there to take care of their kid. You know what I mean? There's never any resentment or anything like that. You know what I mean? Very true. We need to make sure it's fine with her first bonbon. I think it'll be fine. She can go with us, right? She always wanted to travel, but she didn't want to do it alone. And she always had to take care of me, so she always had to take care of me, so she'll say yes and come with us. Oh my god, and traveling with Neil as well? This sounds fun. You nod furiously. Oh, that would be lovely. That does sound fun. Bonbon's sister. I'm so curious. I want to meet her. And after that, we could... What? That housemaiden. Oh, yeah. We were having our moment, in fairness. Oh. No, we were having a beautiful moment. I'm glad we didn't interrupt it. Even if we want to make sure the head housemaid's okay, I'm glad we had our beautiful moment, honestly. Don't worry about me, everyone. Head housemaiden, you're okay? I am. I was staying away for a little bit. You all seemed like you needed to talk, so I was patiently waiting for you all to finish your conversation. That's very considerate of you. It is very considerate of you. Sorry for forgetting about you for a sec, Madame Head Housemaiden. Also, I'm sorry for throwing you earlier. Yeah, that is something too. Oh, don't worry. I haven't had this much fun since the last issue of the Cursing. Oh, you're reading the Cursing of the Chateau Castle as well? I do feel awfully dizzy though. Like I've been using crafts too much. Have I said anything strange? Maybe a little bit. Everyone has. You did say some weird things, yes. It feels like you were taken over by whatever was happening to the world. You said the things you always say when I come talk to you about how the world is rotting and you can't do anything to help. Interesting. I don't feel like saying that now. Yes, the script is freaking broken. Oh my god. Or lol. The wind feels nice and fresh. Or it just feels like a beautiful day, doesn't it? It does. Well, that's that, I guess. Traveling one. Siffrine. I'm sure you have a lot to talk about, everyone, but be sure to talk to me when you're all done, so I can happily bless you and your companions on your new journey. Wait, this is it? This is it? There's a save point. That worries me though, right? That worries me that there's a save point. Wait 1 second here. Yeah. Act 6! Epilogue. It's over. It's over. Holy hell, it's over. That is I did not expect it to be like, I don't know. It's just very crazy to me that it's over. It doesn't feel right, you know? Oh, deal. Oh, Siffrine, is your fever better? You nod. You feel a little lightheaded and weak still, but you don't feel as off as you felt earlier. Good. I'm glad you're feeling better. You really worried us earlier. We were really, really worried for you, Siffrine. Oh, also, I'm going to repeat myself. 1, I forgive you out of the goodness of my heart, which means that 2, you don't need to apologize. But what's wrong? I think everyone is taking what I did a little too well. What? Your time loops, or how much of a stupid, annoying crab you've been? Oh my god. Don't worry. We tell you if you were bad. Maybe for some of us the questions and anger will come later. But isn't it good that that for now we're okay with it all? But you shouldn't be okay with it. Siffrine. Yes, you said horrible things yesterday which made us all upset and angry. But then we learned you went to the house alone and went through all of it on your own. And we learned that those horrible things you did them because you've been going depressed and insane. Because you're repeating the same 2 days for a very long time. A time loop that has started because you wanted to stay with us so much you were subconsciously or not willing to trap yourself over it. Do you know how that makes us feel? Upset? Yeah, yeesh. I can't speak for everyone, but... Oh, I think it's the cutest thing I've ever heard. To have the motherly figure in our life, you know, pat our head. Cute. I love that idea. I love the idea that they're taking it like you were willing to literally end the world over and over again and trap the world in this endless loop and go through so much pain for us. You love us so much that you use some forgotten crap art to stay with us forever. True. It's so cute. That's not cute, that's cute. No. Can't change my mind. You can't help but laugh. That's not cute, it's very cute. Yeah. Sure, you might think you messed up yesterday, and maybe you did, but I'm sure not the only one to have a feeling like this. But I feel like I messed up yesterday too. I didn't talk to you. I didn't try to figure out what was wrong, even though something clearly was wrong. And I just feel like I could have done more to help you. And that's always right after something happens. You know what I mean? And again, people are human. They mess up. But something will happen, and then, you know, whether it be like, you know, an incident like that where everyone's getting angry at each other, and then, you know, it's something, I guess, as well. And then people kind of think to themselves, I should have been nicer to you. I'm sorry. You know, and then there's a reconciliation afterwards, but it's hard to think in the moment, you know, when you're upset and caught off guard, how to properly react to something sometimes, you know what I mean? Ha! I can tell you disagree. That's alright. We can both feel guilty, and hopefully our guilt will cancel each other out eventually. That's a nice way to look at it. But please remember this. We want to stay for you for a bit longer too, because we feel the same way you do. We care for you. We want you to be happy. We want to spend time with you. Oh my God. And again, saying this plainly, this is what I was talking about. Plainly, sometimes people need to hear it like this. And one day, this new journey that we're starting together, it'll end. It's inevitable that we go our separate ways eventually. Yes, this is so true. I said the same thing there as well, like going to college. Your friend group changes. Yes, you'll stay in touch with a lot of people, but your friend group changes. My friend group when I was a teenager, like, I probably still, if you told me to get in contact with them right now, I'd say I'd be able to get in contact with like maybe 10% of them. Honestly. You know, that's just how things go. Obviously, you could do it through like online stuff and Instagram, and you know, you can find people that way now. But I'm saying, like, if you ask me like right now in my contacts, you know what I mean? Who could I get in touch with? 10%, I think. And I think everyone feels the same that way. But if we're not, you know, if we're not together, even if we're not completely different places from each other, I know that I won't forget the times we spent together. I won't ever forget you, Seafreen. None of us will. I'll even say the dreaded L word if you're still not convinced. Scared for you, but don't push your luck. Okay? The love, you nod. Good. And really, Seafreen, if I got upset every time some child decided to be mean to me, I'd always be upset. Don't worry about it. Like I said, I've already forgiven you. I hope you forgive me for not trying harder to find out what was wrong too. No. Again, this is one of those things we talk about this all the time in this game, in the real world, and it's like communication breaks down, and that's what leads to a deepening of like sadness and a breakdown in relationships. But it's hard. It's easy afterwards to be like, oh yeah, like I should have thought about that. But in the moment, no. Okay. Now get out of here and go talk to everyone else. This emotional talk tired me out. Not the battles or anything? Of course not, silly. I have a body in peak physical condition. Go away now, Seafried. She ruffles your hair and pushes you away with a smile. You smile back. Very, very real and honest and open conversation there with Odile. And I feel like, as I said, it's one of those things where like hearing the character who is like the mother figure for all of us, you know, the parental figure for all of us in a lot of ways, say in like, you know, plain text in our language, plain and simple, hey, we care about you and we want to be with you for longer. We now know, again, it's sometimes you need to hear that plainly as possible, you know, you really do. Okay, let's talk to Bonnie. Hey, friend. Bonnie. Huh? What's wrong? I'm sorry for yesterday. Okay, for what though? For being mean and trying to make you stronger and stuff, and making you cry. Oh, nah, it's okay, I get it. Oh my God, Bonnie. You were weird and mean yesterday. Because you were hungry and sick. That's an explanation, I suppose. That is something. I get it, I do. Me and my sister also get cranky when we're hungry or sick. One time I broke our favorite bowl because I was hungry. Another time she yelled at me very loud because I didn't clean my room when she was sick. And you were hungry and sick at the same time. It's so again, the childlike understanding as well, where it's like people feel this way. You know what I mean? And like when I feel this way, people care about me. You know what I mean? And when my sister feels this way, I care about her. And again, it is like that, like as you said, it's a beautiful childlike innocence, right? 100%, where it's like, I understand the world through this lens, you know? And also, you were sad, right? You just thought we were all leaving? And because we didn't notice you were sad before? Because we don't remember it? Because you went through the same day a bunch of times and we didn't know? Odile said you were sticked in a time loops. Oh my god, stick to the time loops. Or something. I don't really get it, but it isn't like... It's like you had to go to school every day without a day off or even a lunch break, right? Like you had to sit through school and teacher taught you the exact same thing every time. And you had to act like you didn't know the thing. And you had to do that for a very long time. Honestly, like a very understandable analogy. That's pretty much, whoa. But see, I've never been hungry, sick, and sad, and still had to go to school at the same time for it. Oh my god, again, this is what I'm talking about. Like, again, the very beautiful, innocent understanding is actually like one of the best understandings. It's like, I've never, like, you were hungry, sick, sad, and you had to do this really horrible thing over and over again. From a kid's perspective, the way Bonnie's explaining this is actually a perspective that like a lot of people could learn from. You know what I mean? It's like you had to do all these things and you had to do this, because people don't think about that sometimes as well. It's like at a job or something like that. It's like you mean you were depressed, you were sick, you were sad, you were hungry, and you had to work at the steel mill all day. You know what I mean? People don't add the steel mill part. It's like, yeah, you still have to do all your tasks. You still have to go through life, and when you don't, then you're looked down upon. You know? But in this case, Bonnie's being very sweet about it. But I think that if I was, I would blow up the world. That's how mean I would be. Really? Honestly, I'd help you if you need it. You would blow up the world, huh? Blow up the whole crabbing world. And you only mean to us, which means 4 people. But then you went through the whole house on your own. And you almost beat the king, too. And you almost blew up the world. I think, but not really. I'd already made the sky go away for a bit instead, so it's fine. I think that balances out. Yeah, it does balance it out. Balances it out. Yeah, that. You laugh. Okay. I'm still sorry, I tried to protect you and I did the exact opposite. I shouldn't have done what I did. It's okay, you're just being stupid. Zod told me adults can be stupid too. Yes. And sometimes they F up the whole world, Bonnie. They F up the whole world. It happens. So try not to be stupid anymore. I love that. Just again, it's as I said, beautiful innocence. Very simple, but it's beautiful, right? Don't be stupid. You know what I mean? Just try. And that doesn't mean you're an idiot. That doesn't mean I hate you. It means try not to make those same mistakes. You know what I mean? I'll try Bonbon. Yay. Oh, Bonnie hugs you tightly. This is so important to me. You hug them back. You have practiced now after all. Yeah. And this is huge for Bonnie because this is the first time we technically hugged them, right? 100%. Because that other timeline is not there anymore, right? At least in this world. I love our hair, by the way. I love seeing the hair. Are you feeling better? You looked so sick earlier. I got really worried. I'm better now, Mira. I'm very glad. Are you... You have to say it. I'm sorry for what I said earlier, yesterday. Oh, it was, out of line, and I'm sorry. Siffrine. And it came out of wrong. It's just that before in another loop you said, no, stop. You flinch and stop talking. Oh, sorry if you, even now, they have a reaction to that. Sorry, I mean, it's just, I don't want to hear about that. Anything that happened with any other past miracles, I mean. And what happened with them is for you to know and stuff yesterday. I can guess what you must have talked about with them, and I don't want to know. Even if it helped them then, I don't want to know. I want to figure it all on my own. And not because, spoilers. Spoilers, exactly. Spoilers about me? I don't like the idea of you or anyone knowing things about me and that I don't know about. So, I hope you can understand that I don't want to hear about it. That's perfectly fine. You hate it when everyone acted like they knew more about your feelings than you. Of course you understand. You nod. That's perfectly fine. Yeah, it's a perfectly reasonable response. But all of that aside, quite honestly, Siffrine, a lot has happened in the last day or so. We looked for you. We met a star. We went up to the house. We beat the king. You were sick and barely responding. That housemate acted weird. We had to fight you. We saved the country. We decided to keep traveling again. I'm digesting body snacks we just got. I'm sleepy. So many things happen with all the specific emotions tied to them, from happiness to fear to relief. So, what you said to me yesterday is ranking pretty low overall the list of things I'm thinking about. That's an incredible way to look at it as well, honestly. But maybe when I'll have had the time to process everything that happened, maybe I'll be angry then. Okay, and then you can talk about it again. And what you said, but that's... Honestly, though, I think like they have a right to be angry, but also at the same time, I think that for me personally, if I found out someone was going through 101 loops and, you know, all this stuff was so horrific was happening to them and all this stuff, I think the stuff I would be angry with is not... I'm not angry. I wouldn't be angry. I think instead of being like, what you said to me was so bad, because it hurts and you have a right to be hurt, I think I would be more like, you know, hey, like... in future, if you think this way, I would rather you tell me so we can talk about it. All right, if you want, but why? So you can scream at me, I guess? Oh, no, Sifrine, I don't want to scream at you, even if I'm angry. But if I do feel angry, we can deal with it then. But please, don't say things like that. Knowing you're expecting me to scream at you, it makes me sad. And that's the thing as well, right? It's like... from Sifrine's perspective, it's like, these people hate me, these people don't like me. And then that can hurt from the other perspective as well. It's like, you think that I would do that? And it makes the other person, like, for a second, like, doubt themselves, you know? And it's not against Sifrine's fault, but it does happen like that, you know? Is that how you see me? I'm sorry. No, it's how they see the world. Well, I don't want to scream at you even if I get angry, so I won't. And I can tell you regret what happened to 110%. That's the biggest thing. The feeling of regret, right? And it counts for more than you think. And I also feel bad about what happened. Huh? Why? I feel like since you were always so mysterious and cool, I didn't really try to get to know more about you. Because of the aura? The mystique. You look like you have secrets. Delicious secrets. And people probably ask you about them all the time. I didn't want to bother you when it's not any of my business. So I never asked you anything about yourself or how you're feeling, but everything that happened to you made me realize you're someone who's actually very shy and introverted. Yes. And this can happen all the time in life too, where someone's like, oh, like, someone goes like, oh, I noticed Greg is looking a bit down. And they go, oh, that's just who they are. And it's not, again, it's not from a mean point of view. If you're so used to Greg sitting in the corner just sipping on his drink, you know, just looking around the place kind of like a little bit like, not, you know, looking a bit, you know, as we said here, a bit mysterious. Chances are you're probably gonna be like, oh yeah, it's fine. And then you find out a little bit later that, you know, they did have like a mental health spiral and stuff because as well, you know, like me. And you wouldn't tell anyone anything they didn't ask for. Because why would you tell them something out of the blue, right? It's better to stay silent and not tell anyone anything about you or how you're feeling, right? Right. I don't want to bother anyone with my problems, so I'll keep my feelings here until I die. You nod. I felt the same thing about the king, about being the chosen, about having to save everyone. Everyone was counting me, so I didn't want to bother them with my problems. But the problems still exist, even if you ignore them, yes. 110. Exactly. We're very similar that way, aren't we? But what I'm getting at is, you were dealing with so much in the last 2 days, and I didn't insist enough, and... Oh, look at this. So Sifrine, during this journey we're about to start together. And that's important, we're about to start together. We should talk more, the two of us. Sifrine's like a little, like, melted smile, you know? When the heart melts, the smile melts too. About things, about how we feel, so we can help each other out. And so we have someone to hold us accountable. That's also important, right? It's like we can talk more, so like if we are in situations where we're going to be rude to someone, we can keep each other in check on feelings, if that's okay. Maybe you'd like to talk to Isabeau or Adil instead? I'd love that, Mira. Oh, yay. Feelings buddies. Feelings buddies. You nod firmly at each other, then grin. Okay. I need to think about what we'll need to bring for this new journey, so go and talk to everyone. But you can talk to me later too if you want. You smile. Another beautiful conversation there with from Mirabelle. The Mirabelle conversation really felt like it was one of those things where like Mirabelle was feeling bad for not knowing, and feeling kind of a little bit bad for not even like saying anything or when in reality, like I feel like again all these ideas are like, you know, looking at it from the very innocent perspective, from a motherly perspective or a parental perspective. You know, and then I think from Mirabelle's perspective, it's more like the idea of like that friend who doesn't know, who didn't know, but wished they knew, and now looks back and is a little bit down on themselves for not understanding. And again, it's all very realistic to me. It really is. Hey, Steve. I'm sorry about everything I said. It wasn't cool. It wasn't cool. You didn't deserve that. Well, you were just trying to help. Whoa. Take a breath, buddy. You take a big breath. Yeah, Steve. The stuff you said yesterday was so accurate and cutting too. My poor little heart was so hurt. Your face falls. I was sorry yesterday. I couldn't do anything except lie in bed crying and think about a horrible spirit. Horrible spirit possessed you. And he stopped making that face. I'm kidding. Sorry. That's such a. I knew that was a joke. That's such an easy joke. But Steve. I mean, yeah, you hurt my fifis, my feelings, but it was also kind of cool. What? What? I don't know, sometimes someone reads you a little too well, it's like, oh crap, that's so true. Oh my god. Why would you say this? Ow. But also like, oh, you pay that much debt? Isabel looking on the bright side of life, I guess. Oh. Your cheeks feel impossibly warm all of a sudden. That's a very sweet way of putting it, right? I nearly fell off my chair. Sorry, guys. I sit in very weird positions on the chair. And I'm guessing a lot of what you said, was stuff we talked about before in your loop, right? Yeah. This is such a beautiful moment. It really is. And I must have repeated the same things a lot too. Sorry, I must have repeated the same things a lot too. Yeah, but weirdly enough, I feel a little flattered. Isabel is a beastly character. Like legitimately like a character that like is able to take this as flattery, like, you know. Thank you for seeing me this clearly. What the? You can't help but laugh. Again, it's Isabel. If you still feel bad, you can say something nice to me later. Balance things out. But I'm not mad about it. It was interesting. Oh my god. Again, Isabel's someone who, like, you know, thrives for new experiences and growth and change, you know what I mean? And they will change again, and we will support them in that sense too. But also, don't do that stuff again. You get a pass because you were sad and also going crazy, and that's the thing. It's like, yeah, like that's why I was saying it's like I would kind of like give a pass too. You nod. I'll be sure to only say nice things in the future. Yay! Now feel free to tell me all the stuff you want, and I'll do the same. Do you have something to say? Actually, speaking of stuff to tell, can I tell you something maybe? Yes. You try not to inhale sharply. If you guys are gay, I just have something to tell you. I feel like this is the moment. Let's go. You nod. Oh crap. Okay, well, I don't know, Steve. Are you sure? Is it okay to tell you something now? Because it might be a lot, and you've been through a lot today already, and I just want to make sure you'd find what if I told you. And how interesting. Even now his hand is reaching out to you. Hovering, unable to make the first step. Gently you take his hand. Oh my god. Oh my god. Huge. This has been building up since the start of the freaking game. The universe seems to hold it. The universe seems to hold its breath. I shouldn't wait, right? I should just go for it, right? And tell you. Let's go. You look into his eyes and wait. Okay. Okay then. Steve, I really like traveling with you during this journey. I really care about you. You're one of my best friends, my comedy partner, incredibly important person to me, and I love you, Steve. If there's ever a proof that the loop is broken, it's Isabeau finally getting to say this. I love you so much. I love talking to you and hearing your jokes and seeing the smirk right before you're telling one. And how you're so nice and you always listen to whatever it has to say. And you always try to give advice even though you're not always very good at it. This is beautiful. Oh, and I love your eyes. Yeah. Your hair looks so, it is like so fluffy. And I love you're small and cute. But I like it in the way that it's very sharp cooking knife with flowers, and Lars is small like you. Yes, no, I totally get what you're saying. It makes perfect sense. And I like how your face looks when you eat something you like, and how you hide your face under your hat when you feel embarrassed, and how you all look focused. Look how much they have noticed you when you watch a play or read a book, and oh stars, you feel lightheaded. You sway a little. Oh, sorry, I got a little excited. Oh man, it felt like I couldn't stop talking. No, it's very beautiful to see how seen you are in this sense too. Like I was sitting on this forever. Did you hear all this already? Did I just repeat myself like an idiot when I already confessed up? No, this is the first. This is legitimately the first time. It's been building up since the start of the game. That was the first time for me too. What? Weird and cool. Oh well. Now you know, huh? I love you, Steve. This has been... What a way to build up to something. Both the hand motion and the I love you. They've built this up since, like, the first route. I love you. You better not forget it. I love that it's not a pressured love either. It's like, hey, this is not like to change our relationship or anything like that. This is literally me saying to you, I want you to know, and just don't forget it. Right? Thank you for telling me. And I love you too, Isa. Oh, crap, yeah. Well, to be honest, I knew you did because I have eyes. But I do love, but do you love me the same way I love you, though? Perfectly fair. Give me some time to figure it out. Of course, take all the time. Yeah, I knew Isabeau. I knew Isabeau would not put pressure on it. Knew. Your face feels warm. You can't stop smiling. There it is. We talked to everyone. With you guys too. I can feel it. We both know this. It's all over when you talk to me. So, have you done everything you need to do? Ready. Wonderful. All of you, come closer, come closer. We didn't get to, I'm sure, like, there's a thing where, like, we might talk to him, like, in this moment. We didn't get to talk to Loop, right? You finished talking to everyone. So this is it, isn't it? The end of your journey once more. It's all over. When you talk to her for the final time. Oh my god. Traveling one. Are you worried? Worried? About what? About looping. That's the thing. How would that not be in your mind? I'd always loop back when I died. You would talk and then loop. Yeah, this has to be like a trauma thing as well, right? Whenever we talk. But why? Maybe because we thought it was the end, right? Talking to you means yes, 100%. The journey is over. And for you, Steve, it also meant all of us going our separate ways, doesn't it? The very thing that the loops are trying to stop. Oh, so you think you might still go back? No, you won't. You're too exhausted, too weak, but what if? That's the thing. It's always going to be in your mind, for sure. For sure it's going to be in your mind. Won't happen. So quick. But how do you know? Again, I don't blame Seafreen for thinking this way. How could you not think it this way? You don't trust us? You'll be fine. You'll stay right here with us. Because we'll stay together for a while longer for now, Frayne. We'll be together for a while. I freaking love this. And after that, we'll still be together even if we're not. Plus, I doubt there's any craft left for you to use. You really burned yourself out earlier. My bet is that your little temper tantrum earlier used up all the energy from your wish. I probably actually we exuded a lot of power there. You might still be able to use some of the crafts now, although I wouldn't recommend it for a bit. But I doubt you'll have any energy left over for Timecraft. You won't loop back. I'll super duper promise if you want. You laugh. You know it's over. There's nothing to tell you otherwise. This is a big deal. This is such a big deal. This is massive. This is something that, like, would make me explode. We could, oh Lord, please. Hold hands, hold hands. If Fate is worried, I don't know. I just had an idea, yep. That way, even if you go back, we'll be... Interesting. I mean, it's worth a shot. Fine. Let's hold hands then. Odile takes Bonnie's hand. Head housemaiden? Yes, of course. Head housemaiden puts her hand in Odile's and takes Mirabelle's also. Isabeau? Yes! Mirabelle and Isabeau happily link hands. Freed. Oh, good Bonnie. Oh, look at Bonnie. They're amazing. Bonnie's sticky hand grabs yours again. The sticky hand is so accurate for kids. Steve. Oh, look at this on this side too. Shall you put your hand on Isabeau's? You feel warm. Is that it? I literally thought it was going to credits. Oh, look at this image too. With the hair of the housemaiden. Very gorgeous. This is so gorgeous. What now? Well, if it ended every time you talked to that housemaiden, Sif, then maybe tell us a story, Madam Housemaiden. What kind of story should I tell? A funny one. A cute one? A nice one. What about Belle? Huh? I love the body jumped in there. This is so beautiful. Let me tell you about the first time Mirabelle made a classroom explode. Yes. So for that. No. Incredible. You close your eyes. The housemaiden's words wash over you. Your head doesn't hurt. Oh my god, your stomach is full. No stomach pain. And you feel someone actually touching you. It's crazy that this whole game is built upon the fact of someone like being afraid to like have like those like encounters, wanting someone to touch them, and it's ending with like touch. You feel the wind caress your hair. You feel nothing. But the world around. Oh my god, the way they did that. Again, playing on your mind one for a second, you feel nothing. But the world around you. You know what I mean? Like they know what they're doing and I love it. You inhale. Whoa. It smells like fresh air and leaves on a sunny day. You smile. Gorgeous stuff. We didn't get to talk to Loop. Written and directed developed by Adrian Bazir. You did a fantastic job. If I could be, we're gonna talk about this game in general, but I want to make it clear as well. This is like me saying this, like, you know, we will have missed stuff, right? I'm sure there's a way that like you can talk to Loop in some way, right? Before, because like there has to be. Like to leave it on that is very, you know, would be very weird. Right? It's a beautiful ending, but like, you know, Loop has to be involved in that too. So here is what I will say. I will do another episode of this, maybe, if people tell me that there's some stuff I can do. But again, I won't be doing everything. I want to make that clear. But let's talk about this game, right? But I wanted to just say that right away. I can do another episode, but like, please just don't expect, like, not everyone's going to get the thing that they want. All, you know, like, that doesn't always work like that. I'm kind of like dried out, like, with tears. That was such a crazy moment. And then the ending was such a beautiful moment that, like, I'm actually like more energetic than I usually am. Like, and I think it's almost intentionally so. Maybe like the game is making me feel this way because while like I was bawling my eyes out during those very emotional scenes, this conversations we had with our pals like were well deserved. I think for Seafreen. It feels like one of those situations where like the game gives you a very happy, funny, beautiful moments at the end here as a reward. It's like the reward is your character gets to be happy for a bit. You know what I mean? That's a reward. My overall, thank you for that's a beautiful symbol. That's beautiful. My overall thoughts on this game, is that I think this is like a really well crafted game with like a lot of very interesting, and dark and beautiful and Seafreen's no longer lying in the grass. Oh my god. It's just the indent. Seafreen's no longer looping. Incredible. Incredible. This is legitimately probably one of the hardest games I've ever to play in terms of just trying to get through this. I found myself, and I hope this makes sense when I say this, I hope it doesn't sound bad. I found myself some days after I finished this game just being like, holy freaking hell, like what was that? You know what I mean? Like this is a game that made me feel this way. And I want to make it clear as well, one of the things that I like really dislike personally is when someone says games should be just fun, right? If you want to play games that are just fun, there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. If you want to play games that's just like, you know, like just drop in, have a bit of fun, get out. Totally great. Animal Crossing New Horizons, I talk about it all the time. That was like a game that was massive during the pandemic, during the lockdowns. But I'm a big believer, and always have been, that art is your choice to interact with it, but art is not there to make you feel comfortable. You know what I mean? It's not there to make you feel good all the time. And this is one of those games that made me feel like a pile of crap. For a large portion of the second half of this game, I felt like shite for so long playing this. I think that the story is just unbelievably written. I think it's honestly one of the most ambitious and impressive games I've ever seen in terms of like the loops and how they did the loops, how they successfully showed like a deteriorating mental health when it came to Siofrene, and that to me like was just a very dark thing in general. How like each character interacted with each other and how we interact with the characters as we went forward, how it changed. It almost is like a horror game in and of itself, just because every single loop we did, I was wondering, what are we going to say next? What is going to happen, to the point that Siofrene finally snapped and got to this point as well. So it is like a very dark thing to think about in that way, right? It's so dark. But I actually like find it to be like beautiful within the darkness as well. There's so many beautiful moments too. I think the way they touched on the idea of Siofrene's mental health and self-hatred and all this stuff as well, is almost like too perfect in a way, where they like were able to like mimic a lot of stuff that I've seen in life from like either whether it's friends or, you know, even on, and again, on smaller scales, we all go through like bouts of anxiety, right? But there's a difference between like, you know, oh, what if I, you know, I don't know if I don't want to diminish anything, but like, oh, did I leave my passport at home? Oh, I'll check my, oh, okay, I got it. You know what I mean? Versus, you know, what Siofrene went through, which is horrific and dire. They showcase what it can do to your relationships in such a short amount of time. They showcase what it can do to someone's mind in such a short amount of time. I think one of the messages of this game that is so interesting to me, the way they've done this, is that, and this is just incredible, is that communication is so important when it comes to expressing how, like, you know, and telling people how you feel and having them understand. But that's easier said than done. This whole game could have been, and I want to make this clear, this whole game could have been 3 hours long if Siofrene communicated with his family at the start about what was happening. It could have been like 3 hours long. Legitimately, because why wouldn't, if you were able to prove it, there's no way in hell that Odile would have been like, well, what did you, this, and it go, maybe not 3 hours long, because they still would probably have to go through and find out some stuff and things like this as well, right? So maybe like that's exaggeration. I'd say like 12 hours, right? But I don't see that as a fault in Siofrene or a fault in the game. I don't see it as a thing that to nitpick and rip apart. I see this as, that's incredible. Because that is, and here's the thing, any person who plays this game, I'm not shaming you if you went like, Siofrene, just tell them, because there's many times where I was like, oh, please tell them. But again, it's so easy from a perspective of like, when a friend is going through mental health issues and you go, man, you should have told me. You know what I mean? And it's like, I didn't, and they say to you, I didn't know you'd, treat it this way. And it's like, wait, what? And they did this in this game where it's like, you think I wouldn't, support you? What? But in their head, they have this idea that you hate them or that you dislike them, that you would react to it poorly. And all it takes is one little thing. And I'll give you an example. All it would take is this. It's like you're hanging out with a friend and they make a joke about being sad. You know, I'm sad all the time. And then you go, you look sad all the time, or like your face looks sad all the time, or like, geez, I'd be sad if I had that face, you know, like a joke, right? And even though they made a joke, that joke could have been a cry for help, and that person now officially thinks I can never go to this person because they're gonna make a joke because they make jokes like that. If I say something, they're gonna make a joke about that. Communication is key, but it's incredibly difficult to do. It's so hard. I'm the type of person as well, I want to make it clear, I'm the type of person that like finds it difficult sometimes to ask for help with stuff. Not in this magnitude, but like I 100% like I'm a person who likes to do stuff for himself. I like to set stuff, but I've learned, especially with this channel, to like ask for more help with stuff. You know what I mean? Especially with this channel. Again, that's such a small scale, but I want to make it clear, I'm not being like, Seafreen's just like me for real, but I'm saying like, you know, there is like that thing where it's like, it can be difficult to ask for help, but I've learned over time that like it's easier if you do ask for help, you know what I mean? And you know, stuff like this as well. They showcased that so amazingly. So the writing was so fantastic. The character interactions were great. The stuff with Loop was so mysterious. These character stuff was so mysterious as well. All the stuff was so the mystery of this and the dread that we felt every time we looped. And I'll be honest, the anger sometimes where you're like, oh, we're looping again. No, you know, that is a thing. That is a thing that like you felt in this game. Frustration, anger, sadness, dread. All of this stuff is like really incredible what they were able to do with this stuff. You know, to invite the player to feel a concoction of horrible emotions is what they did with this game. They said, Seafreen's feeling this. Let me put that same feeling on you, but like minus 2 million. You know what I mean? You're not feeling exactly how Seafreen is feeling, but like you are feeling this feeling of like dread, helplessness, all this stuff. So many very scary scenes as well. This game is scary. So many beautiful scenes, as we said, with the characters like and their interactions. The town was very beautiful. The game itself is very pretty. The locations are very cool. The boss battle was always very interesting too. The stuff with the dynamic with the king and the hometown and how they drip fed us that information was all cool too. Finding out information through loops was one of my favorite things. I think the looping mechanic is actually like a really cool thing. I loved like getting a eureka moment because again, you share those moments with Seafreen. Seafreen goes, oh my god, and you go, oh my god, but then you calm down because you're like, wait, that might not be the full solution, but Seafreen's so excited, you know. There's moments where I had to like turn away from the screen. There's moments where like I had to look through my own hands, like my fingers, because I couldn't even like really bear to watch what was happening. There's moments I didn't even know what to say. This game is really, really powerful at doing all those things. The combat's great. I love the craft system. I love it so much. It's really, really great. And the enemy designs are really cool too. Music is incredible. I loved, like, as I said, love the characters. There's a lot to love in this game. There really is. And I really feel like it's like a perfect representation of like a person going through a horrible time and begging for someone to just, again, that's the crux of this game. Someone please. It's like it starts off, we don't want to touch Seafreen because they might be nervous about this stuff, right? To please somebody touch me. To at the end, everyone holding hands as they're free falling. And then in the end, everyone hugging and touching each other. And Seafreen initiating this stuff as well is such a big deal. They built it up through the entire game. The stuff that they built through the entire game. The stuff with the hand and Isabeau, so impressive. The stuff with Odile being like someone who like, clearly you saw some, oh, they're so smart. They're gonna tell me I'm an idiot. No, ruffle the head. You're very cute. You know what I mean? Oh, is Bonnie gonna now have resentment towards you? No, Bonnie is like, oh my god, I don't understand this fully, but like I understand that, like, you know, when my sister goes through stuff against that childlike perspective, and that's what they all had. This childlike innocence from Bonnie that like is a beautiful way to look at the world, and it's so gorgeous because it can be related to like an adult life as well. Mirabelle, like, you know, being so upset at the idea of like, oh, you didn't even like come to like talk to me, you know what I mean? And let's make sure we go on this journey together and make sure we talk to each other, hold each other accountable. Odile being that very motherly figure in the end, following through on that and like giving us that rustle of the head, which I think means so much as like that figure as well. And then of course Isabeau being kind of like the love that we're trying, or even I think Isabeau's representation, I think more than anything, of like how painful the small things, not small things, but you know what I mean, that stuff in the loop can be, where it's like, just tell me, touch my hand, touch my shoulder. All that stuff is very, very, very beautiful as well. Before we go, the negatives of this game, I would say that for me personally, there were times when I wasn't having as much fun going through the dungeon a few times. And the argument I would make to you guys is that it's intentional. You know, that's what I would say. You guys know I don't like to nitpick, right? At all. The argument I would make is that, like, it's intentional. It's meant to make you feel like, oh, I have to fight this enemy again. Oh my god, you know, it's meant to make you feel that way. But that's just a little thing I have, if that makes sense. That's like a little criticism I have. Another critique I have as well was that I want to make sure this is like coupled very well, because I don't want to just like shite on a game for shite's sake. There was times when I had to loop where, like, in my head I was like, I have to loop again. You know what I mean? I told you guys again, I was like, I hope I don't have to loop again. You know what I mean? I said it in the game. But the only reason I don't want to put that as a full-on critique is because I remember when I would then find the eureka moments, it was like all worth it. It was like, oh my god, I did it! You know, an incredible moment. So I hope that makes sense, where it's like, I think it's fair to critique that, like, some aspects of the looping was not fun, but it's still one of the most incredible mechanics, and the way they implemented it was incredible too, if that makes sense. Where it's like, yes, sometimes I was drained, yes, sometimes I didn't want to go through another loop, but there was moments within those loops that were absolutely incredible. Does that make sense? Where it's like, yeah, we're not going to sit here, and as I said, I don't like nitpicking games, like, you know what I mean? Is there like probably like a small thing here or there we can think of? If it doesn't affect my enjoyment of a game, like, nitpicks will never take away my rating from a game whatsoever. So if I am going to rate this game, the way I would rate it in the end, I would say I would give it we'll go for the 9.7. Yeah? And we'll take 3 points, 3 like small millipoints away from it, just because of that tiny little thing I had. You know what I mean? Where I was like, you know, with stuff like that. And the only reason I'm like, again, you could say, I'm sure like someone else might take away like 2 whole points from that and go down to 8 instead of 9.7. But I feel like the game was, you know, going for something artistically, I had to pull it off. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, like, that's fine. I like, there was some times where like I was drained fighting those enemies, and like he was gnawing at me. But if the game wanted me to feel that way, and you could say, well, Calvi, you still have to like say like, well, you know, it's like, yeah, 100%. But that's why I'm taking away like 3 small points, where it's like, yeah, because again, my rating is like a gel with me. It's like, those parts didn't always gel with me, but the eureka moments when you found out something during those loops was like, oh my god. So it's like, okay, it's like, yeah, if that makes sense. There has to be a way to talk to loop. Let me know how I can talk to loop, please. And if someone said it before, I want to make this clear, by the way. Like, usually, like, I try to either, like, if someone says, like, oh, do this in the future or whatever, usually I try to put it at the back of my mind or whatever. So if someone said it, like, whatever, please, you can tell me again, because, again, the thing is, when it comes to video games on this channel, we only talk about stuff in the moment. Thank you guys for watching this episode. There'll be one more episode probably, I'm guessing, because again, there has to be a way to talk to Luke, right? There has to be that I've either forgotten or that we can, you know, you guys can let me know as well. And we'll see what we can do there as well. I have a save right before we talk to everyone as well. So what we'll do is we'll just talk to everybody and then figure it out from there. I'll have to go back and do No, I don't have to do the boss battle again. What am I talking about? I don't. Yeah, they did a nice save point there. Thank you guys. I don't know what I should say. Thank you to my Never Gonna Pay the Baby Gangster on Patreon for being such sweethearts, and my YouTube members, by the way. And this is like, you know, the end of the series, and I never like to like I never like to advertise it too much because it's already at the end anyway. So like, you guys will know. But if you want to become a YouTube member, it does help keep all these playthroughs going. It really does. And if you want to help become a patron at any level, it does help with these videos as well. Thank you to TyFire2, Jamie Bowl, Janet the Banana, The Ghost Fiend Zuma, Felicious Felix, Yule, Radish, Adusta, Death Trap, Link Sparky, Assassin, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, Heck, Leon, High Kasparian, Jared Beanham, and the highest tier on my YouTube, RoyalGamer7, and Belasco. And guys, I'll see you in the next one. So what's going to happen is, yeah, just to explain it, possible one more episode if we miss some stuff, right? 100%, and it depends on what I want to do. It's going to be what I want to do, of course. And then we're going to be playing Sonic Unleashed on Sunday? Sunday. See you guys. Bye-bye. If you want to know how I sync things, it's really silly. I go like this. Boop. It's like a sudden sound and a sudden change in the menu. Yeah. So you know, like now you could like minus aura. Calvin says boop before every video or after a video. Boop.